Let me start by introducing the folks that are here with me, because we have quite a large crew of folks, and being a reasonably smart guy, I'll introduce my boss first. Michael Brown is here from the city manager's office. The mayor was invited, but unfortunately isn't able to be here right now. Assistant Chief Lovett, who's very important to this issue, and you'll understand more in a moment. Captain Hank Wiley, who's the commanding officer of Central Precinct. Hiding in the back is Sergeant Mike Izzo of Violent Crimes, Detective Josh Hunt, Sergeant Andre Jackson of Violent Crimes, and Lieutenant Devon Adams from Violent Crimes. Now, on April 1st, 2005, Ms. Shante Cooper, a 27-year-old mother of 3, was standing outside her home at 38th and Harden talking with friends. A car drove by, one shot was fired out of the rear passenger window, and Ms. Cooper was struck in the head. The next morning, she was dead. Police had little to go on. Witnesses described the suspect vehicle simply as a dark-colored 4-door car, possibly a Chevy, possibly a Buick. There was no physical evidence left at the scene, nor any witnesses who could identify the murderer or any accomplices. 3 years and 4 months after this horrible crime, 3 years and 4 months of hard, tenacious police work later, 3 years and 4 months of working the streets, the jails, the telephones, Metro Police have arrested and charged the man we believed pulled the trigger. 20-year-old Rodney Simmons of Savannah has been charged with murder. 3 years and 4 months ago, Rodney Simmons was 17 years old. We believe he fired a gun into a group of people he did not know, ending Shante Cooper's life. About a year after the murder, information began to trickle in from various sources, and detectives continually worked those in a painstaking fashion, following up on each and every lead. Slowly they put together a case, identifying the men who were in the suspect vehicle and what exactly each individual had done that day. Finally, just recently, the last piece of that puzzle put the gun into our accused suspect's hand. Frankly, the cold facts of this crime make it even worse. Ms. Cooper was not the intended target, nor was anyone in the group she was with. Our investigation revealed that Mr. Simmons had fought with some other young men whom we believe were from 38th Street. He and his friends went to the area of 38th Street looking for someone, anyone, to get back at. He simply shot indiscriminately when he saw a group of people that night that happened to be standing on that street. We also want to correct some past reports about this crime. There was just one bullet fired from the car that night, not several, and there was only one car involved, not two, as had been previously reported in some accounts. We have identified all 3 individuals who were in the suspect car that night, and we have identified exactly what role they played in this vicious and senseless crime. In a case such as this, frustration begins to build when you have credible information, but not enough evidence to lay a charge. The community is crying out for justice, and patience can be a very difficult virtue to sustain. I must say that while we have the legal and moral responsibility to investigate crime, we fully accept the reality that our job is not done until after a successful prosecution, and we will continue to work with the District Attorney's Office towards that end. We are thrilled to bring the murderer of Ms. Cooper to justice, and we hope that we've brought some closure and sense of justice to her family and loved ones. Before I open this up to questions, I'd like to address 2 important points about our department that this case clearly demonstrates. First, we never give up on a murder case. Detectives are constantly working unsolved cases. These cases are not closed until an arrest is made or it is cleared by extenuating circumstances. So far in 2004, we have a greater than 100% solution rate according to the FBI's clearance formula, which looks at the homicides in this year as well as the number of homicides solved, even if they occurred in prior years. Currently, we have 3 open homicides from 2008. We've solved 9 that occurred this year, as well as 4 homicides from previous years. We firmly believe that even 1 open homicide is one too many. Second is the fact that this department is committed to working every single murder with the same intensity. All murders are investigated with equal tenacity, vigor, and time commitment, regardless of who the victim is or the circumstance in life.